Hey, what's up everyone? This is Nico from Helix. In today's video, we are going to be removing most of the interior of the car, like the dashboard, center console, the handbrake cables, the shifter brackets, and most of the harness from the front of the car, as well as the ABS system. So we can finally do one last power wash on the car before we send it to get chemical dip and remove all the dirt and impurities from the body of the car, so we can start welding the parts to fix the A-pillar and then start putting the car back together. So stay tuned.
The following diagram shows all the parts from the front of the car that will be removed in this part of the video, like the sub relay box, control unit, hydraulic system, ABS solenoid unit, and the remaining of the harnesses. As you can see here, Jay is disconnecting the section of the harness connected to the ABS system. He's also cleaning up the area to remove the modulator solenoid unit from the front of the car.
So what I'm doing, trying to pull out the ABS stuff and pretty much any of the harness up here and all these little bolts and stuff, and they're all rounded in this size.
Let's show them what you do.
Let's try this. Come on, baby.
No?
So I got this one and I got that one. I just can't get the one underneath, and it's supposed to be a 14 mil, and it's like now it's a 11 mil. It's really bad. Yeah. It's right under here, but like close to the piece. It is. Yeah.
The following diagram shows what Jay is referring to, which is the bottom bolt from the ABS modulator unit. Like Jay mentioned before, most of the bolts were fairly rounded or completely rusted, making it really hard for us to remove. So we end up using our new favorite pair of tools, the grinder and the Dremel. A few minutes later, we finally got the whole ABS unit off the car. This diagram shows how to remove the dashboard from your NSX. We were really hoping to be able to reuse the dashboard, but after removing a couple bolts, we noticed that the dashboard has some cracks and was fairly brittle in most of the center of the car.
I don't know if maybe this is just really brittle. And if it is, we can't use it, but we could probably use that one. So, do I want to just? Because I'm like wasting a lot of time trying to get this thing off. Shift knob, anybody? Up. Up.
In this section of the video, Jay will be removing the center console. Believe it or not, we can still reuse the front face of the radio, so we can reuse it later when we put the car back together. After we notice that most of the dashboard is fairly brittle and cracked, we decide to just pop it from the car so we can speed up the process of cleaning the interior.
I hate ripping this thing apart. It bothers me. Here, can you get this out of here? We'll go out the front.
Show that screwdriver who's boss. Dude. Thank you, man.
Alright.
Anybody wants to rebuild that buster?
After Jay's Tarzan moment, the dashboard, the center console, and the cluster from the NSX were off the car, so we can finally reveal the last mileage of the car before it went in the water.
You don't want to get it.
ACDC. Hey, do you think we can send it to Brian K?
I think we should.
It's like, can you fix it?
He would be like, yo, what the fuck?
Let me see. Sorry.
Okay. You guys want ramen
No, I'm good.
I'll take some.
later?
No, I gotta go eat.
Are you gonna go eat with him?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
With the dashboard and center console of the car, we clear some room to start working on the steering column. Here, Jay and we were carefully removing the screws from the screen of the dashboard cluster to reveal the last mileage of the car before it went missing.
Dude, the needle. Let me dump it out. There are the needles.
There's another one right there. Ta-da!
And now you're in the light, Tommy.
I'm not Tommy, okay? Is it 1 or is it 3?
46,000.
No, it says 3. Oh, 46.
Yeah, 46,000. 46,156.
This is how the interior of the NSX looked like after we removed the center console and the dashboard. Here you can see Ramsey cleaning up the interior of the car so we can start working on it early that morning. The plan for the day was to remove as much as possible from the back side of the car, like all the computers, harnesses and brackets, then move to the front and remove the steering column and shifter cables as well as the parking brake system.
I got a ways still. You want to get in? Like, you climb in and go on that side? Or do you want to just do lean over me? No, you don't have to. I was just saying you can lean over me. Okay, so here we are in the super clean under dash area, and this is the steering column, and we're going to try to take it out. This shaft here goes into this joint, and I think this is, oh yeah, it's the back side. So the nut is right here to take it out, or the bolt, excuse me. But I think this is all like welded together, so I might have to just cut this thing out. Because that's all one piece now. But what we'll probably do is cut this little shaft here, and then this whole steering column should come out. So, let me go get some stuff.
And by stuff he meant the angle grinder, so we can cut off the base of the steering column and remove it from the car.
Here, let me give you that. And there's another bolt in here somewhere. Here we go.
The car had so much mud caked in the interior of the car after we removed the dashboard that we have to flood the car again so we can release some of the mud and start working on the crush bar, handbrake cables, and the shifter cables so we can start prepping the car to remove the engine. As you can see here, I had to torch different sections of the crush bar so I can release it from the body of the car. I had to torch different sections of the shifter bracket as well as the handbrake bracket so I can remove the shifter and handbrake cables so we can remove the engine on the next episode. Here's Ramsey again, removing the computers from the interior of the car as well as the last part of the harnesses so we can have a clean interior before we take the car to an acid bath and start getting ready for welding. This is how the interior looks like now, after hours and hours of work. And despite us power washing the interior multiple times, as you can see, there is still a lot of pieces of mud in the interior that we have to remove. Thank you very much for liking, commenting, and subscribing to this channel. Stay tuned for more.